Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well and had a profitable Friday. We are here again today with the latest update of Bitcoin. We are going to have a look at the fundamental, technical, and on-chain data related to it as it became necessary after the FOMC meeting and the dramatic bearish move of Bitcoin on the chart. As a quick review, I must say that we shared US CPI data besides interest rate, both of which were positive. Also, now you can see the latest dot plot of Federal Reserve, which shows increased convergence among FOMC participants, concluding that until the end of 2024, we will see an increase in interest rate. On the other hand, due to the upcoming election in the United States, the government will do its best to show that everything is fine economically, so fundamentally the lights are green for Bitcoin. Our attitude somehow changes when we are looking at some other detailed data about Bitcoin. You are watching liquidation heat map, as we have talked about before, and we told you that we have strong resistance on $66,000, $68,000, and $70,000. This light yellow part refers back to the time when we have shared the previous analysis. At that time, there was a huge liquidation leverage, which also acted like a powerful barrel in front of the price. However, as we moved forward, we saw that this obstacle has importantly been diminished and the price had touched it several times, so it decreased liquidation leverage day by day. Finally, this obstacle has been replaced by actually this area, which is almost $79,000. And later, we have the next obstacle, as we have talked about before, and that's the area of $70,000. We have already said that if the price could be successful to confirm this $70,000, we are going to see dramatic bullish movements from Bitcoin price, and we are not going to have very, highlighted obstacle until $74,000. Now, the point is, if you want to change the time frame to daily, we are going to see the different results. After the recent volatile ups and downs and the bearish movement that the Bitcoin price experienced, we see that the most highlighted liquidation leverage in this map in daily time frame is for $67,000 area, and the Bitcoin has a very powerful obstacle in this way up. In other words, the obstacle of $68,000 that the price had already passed is now being formed again, and thus the more price is being present in this area, the more this obstacle will be powerful. By the way, I want to draw your attention to the latest collisions of the price to these areas as it's trying to eliminate these obstacles step by step. Having a closer look at the on-chain data, we don't see anything different. Exchange net flows illustrates that the bears are becoming a little bit successful this week. For the newcomers, I must clarify that exchange net flows can give us a significant bullish and bearish signals. Positive value indicates reserve in increasing, and for spot exchange, high value indicates increasing selling pressure, while for derivative exchange, high value indicates possible high volatility. This graph actually clarifies the main reason of the recent bearish move of Bitcoin. Although the results of FOMC meeting wasn't against Bitcoin, this chart shows that the ad flows which happened in the exchange, somehow this area, it was actually the main reason of the recent decrease. The next index that I want to draw your attention plays a vital role in on-chain analysis, and it's called takers buy sell ratio. This chart also clarifies that due to a high sell ratio, the price experienced a decrease in recent days. If you guys have watched our previous analysis, we have talked that in the case the price becomes successful enough to pass this 72,000 area, then according to the data that we have talked earlier, the price is probable to touch new ATHs and pass this area too. But due to the dramatic amount of liquidation leverage and takers buy and sell ratio, the price wasn't so successful passing the area of $72,000. So the price came back down and actually surpassed its support area. The price is in crucial area now, and it's trying to pass the area of $67,000 and then head back towards $68,000. If we move to the smaller time frame, we can have a closer look to the chart and the patterns that the Bitcoin had formed. The current pattern that the price has formed is known as double bottom, which shows a valid sign of upcoming bullish movement. But due to the data that we have talked about earlier, I'd recommend to wait and see more confirmations from the market. As always, we have to consider both bullish and bearish scenarios to be prepared about the upcoming movements and not to get shocked. If we consider the bearish sentiment, first of all, we have to face $65,000 range, which acts as the static support area. For risk takers, I highly recommend placing some orders on 66,500, 66,000, and 65,300 respectively. Remember, DCA is the best strategy that works in this momentum. On the other hand, if we consider the bullish movements, the price, first of all, should surpass the area of $67,000, confirm it, and head towards $68,000, as it highlighted as pink on my chart. Once we see the confirmation, then we can expect the price can continue its bullish movements. For risk avoiders, I highly recommend to wait a little bit until we confirm the area of $67,000, depending on their own risk management. Don't forget to write your comments for us and your own probable scenarios. Don't hesitate to ask your questions if you have any, as our support team is always here for you to respond to your questions.